Let's not forget this, it's a long circuit and it's a long old race, 18 laps. It's a proper tough competition, and all it takes is one error in judgment, one blink of an eye and one slight error, and it's going to change the face of this race. So it's a properly tough challenge, and any GT driver worth their salt wants to win this. This is not going to be won in the first 5 laps.
Interesting for me, Mortara just doesn't have the pace of Raffaele Marciello and Mauro Engel. Now, it is a long race, and, you know, there's time for Mortara to come back. But if anything, it's Mortara that's holding up Bamber here. And Bamber, you feel, if you can just get past the black Mercedes, may have a bit more pace underneath it, but just can't quite get close enough for a look up the inside into this Baron. Mortara just can't find the rhythm to get up to the back of Mauro Engel and Raffaele Marciello.
Yeah, that all comes back to getting a good exit out of Fisherman's and out of R, because that's where you build the momentum on the way through Reservoir at the left, through Mandarin at the right, and then down in towards Lisboa. It's a very tricky part of the course to get right, the latter part of that second corner. We saw in the Formula 3 race last year how that battle came down to the very final lap, and we saw Habsburg going into the barriers with Assetto Corsa, and that race is coming up after this one, don't forget. So there is a Macau Formula 3 Grand Prix to come. But it's such a difficult race to measure, especially when it's this long and the cars have got so much power. We talk about threading the needle. This is a very tall order. The winner of this race will be worth their weight in gold after this. Up the climb to Moorish once again. And still, so far so good. for Eduardo Mortara. Entered as treble 7, of course carrying the number 1 as the winner last year. But this man has been there and done it all at Macau. Twice a winner of the Macau Grand Prix in Formula 3 and 4 times a winner in the GT World Cup race. He did it in 2011, 12, 13 and 17. He has been here every single year since the first race back in 2011.
Made the briefest of contacts possibly, but Sainz had the awareness just to move to the left, allow Perez to go through. He locked up his brakes. Sainz said thank you very much, and that's the first attack from Sergio Perez survived for the Ferrari. Here's Sebastian Vettel. Why did he spin? Well, he was going for the move there on the Haas of Mick Schumacher. He managed to get his way through. Schumacher came back at him down the inside, and that is why Sebastian Vettel spun and Mick Schumacher hitting him.
Which gap was that? I didn't see that. That's it, I guess.
You can't be mates as Formula 1 drivers, you just can't.
I mean, that's clearly my corner.
Meanwhile, let's show you what happened with George Russell and Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, in the DRS, Lewis covers the inside. George says, well, I'll just go around the outside instead then.
Max Verstappen started third on the grid. He is going to turn that into victory after passing Leclerc.